Extraordinerd, he sido secuestrada por el buitre. ¡Aquí viene! ¿Lo escucharon? Tengo miedo, estoy en su guarida. Y tal vez esto parezca falso, pero no lo es. Estoy en gran peligro y por eso no pude ir a entrevistar a Tom Holland y a Laura Harrier, pero mandaré al más extraordinario del equipo Extraordinerd, Enrique Espinosa, para esta misión. ¡Sálvanos, Enrique!
Hola Extraordinerd, estamos con Tom Holland y Laura Harrier por Spider-Man Homecoming. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What's the unique thing that your characters bring to the MCU?
I think youth is the most unique thing for the MCU, you know? I think one of my favorite things about Iron Man 3 was the performance from that little kid. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I just really enjoyed that relationship between Tony Stark and a kid, and I'm really excited that we can do that again. But also, it's even more exciting to see a kid with superpowers, you know? And I think one of the amazing things about this movie is that in previous Spider-Man movies, he hasn't necessarily had an ultimate goal. And my Spider-Man's ultimate goal is to become an Avenger. And now that I exist in that world, I'm able to have this dream of becoming an Avenger one day.
Yeah, I think that it's really relatable because when you are that age, like you do have these big goals and you're trying to figure out who you want to be and where you want your life to go. And that's a big thing for Peter with the Avengers, but even for Liz with getting into college and making sure that the academic decathlon does well. It's like they're real responsibilities when you're a kid that I think that sometimes that's brushed aside, and this like recognizes the weight of that.
How was it like to work with Robert Downey Jr. and Michael Keaton in the same movie?
I mean, it's still sinking in. It's like when I watch the trailer and I see Robert and I sitting together or me fighting Michael Keaton, it doesn't make sense. It's like camera trickery. I don't understand how it happened.
Were you really there?
Yeah, it's so bizarre, but I'm just, you know, it's a good reminder for me to realize how lucky I am. And to have been in this movie for me was a dream come true. It's the job that keeps on giving, you know. Every day is more exciting than the last. And I'm just so happy and so grateful to have been given this opportunity. And believe me, I'm just enjoying the ride. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the previous Spider-Man movies, TV shows in preparation for Homecoming?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up like with the Tobey Maguire ones. I remember seeing those in the theater for the first time when I was pretty young, and I just loved them. They were just the coolest ever. And then I kind of rewatched everything going into this film, which for me it wasn't so much research because Liz isn't there, but more just kind of to see like, I don't know, I had this moment of watching it like, but that's us.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. It's weird and exciting, but I loved those movies. I think we both did.
Yeah, I actually watched Amazing Spider-Man 1 4 times in the cinema. I saw it twice in London, once with my brothers, once with my friend Tom Hutton. And then I watched it in Wales on a movie with my friend George Mackay, and then saw it on my own, again, back in London.
Real fan.
Which MCU movie is your favorite and why?
For me, either has to be Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy. Because for me, it was the first time I realized that Marvel aren't afraid of taking risks, you know, and really going outside the box. They really sort of broke the way of making a conventional superhero movie. And the reason I like Ant-Man is because it's very grounded in reality. You know, it's got a film with a lot of heart and really follows the arc of the characters. But then Guardians of the Galaxy is the complete opposite, but without losing the heart of the characters, you know. It's a huge scale movie about space, and it's awesome. It's like, it would be like my Star Wars of the Marvel Universe.
I really loved Iron Man. I think I saw that like 3 times in the theater or something. Like I went, with my dad, he was obsessed with it. I think he made me go like 2 times or with my friends. But I honestly, I'm not just saying this because of you, but I really loved Civil War. It was
I thought Civil War was kind of
awesome. It was kind of awesome.
When we saw Civil War for the first time, my whole family were able to come with me. We had a private screening, and my brother Paddy sat right at the front of the cinema. And he's so small, we couldn't see him. And obviously in Civil War, when it comes to my bit, it's like a shot of New York and Queens is written all over the screen, and all we saw was my brother's little hands go like this before I came on screen. Cute. It was so cute.
Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.